Oh, boy. It's the 1st of April, April 1st. It's 2022. This is episode 206. 206, Jason.
206.
Now, you feel better now?
Yeah.
I mean,
good.
you were down in the weather a little bit. You actually, did you actually have strep throat?
I think I did, yeah.
That's like a fifth grader degrees. The fifth.
I mean,
it's like something I got in 5th grade. Although I've had it as an adult. It is Friday. Thank God. I'm gonna go see the Scorpions.
And who else?
There's no. I think
somebody's playing good. That's
yeah.
Good.
There has to be like an intro band, right?
The Scorpions are the main band, but the other band is
Macklemore.
No, it's not Macklemore.
Macklemore.
No, it's like Skid Row.
Skid Row.
Oh yeah, you said that already.
Skid Row.
Are we having technical difficulties or something?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Wait, what's that?
I can't see that.
Is something wrong?
Maybe not.
Hello?
Oh wait, what's going on
here? That's our own version of April Fools.
Yeah.
I don't know what else other versions of April Fools I could do.
I don't know either.
I liked it. It was funny. Didn't you think?
I thought it was good. Do you have the high on here now? Oh, we're not turned on.
You turned me on here?
Uh-huh. There it is.
So I want to go, we're going to get into this stuff in a minute, but I just got to go over some of the comments here. So some guy said they pay me in Big Macs. Dude, trust me, I don't eat Big Macs. I eat In-N-Out Burger when I do eat carbs.
My favorite.
Although I have been eating some Five Guy burgers.
Those are good.
And which Jason got me into. And then Shake Shack. But I'm really still an In-N-Out guy. I used to work there when I was a kid. Let's see here. I'm going to love going to the comments. It says Chris R. said, is getting paid in Whoppers and Big Macs. Whoppers?
Whoppers. I actually like Junior Whoppers.
Have you?
Yeah, they're good.
Oh, there you go. It is, wait. What camera? Right there? Am I not looking straight right? Do I got to look right? Is that right now? Am I looking correctly? Right there? Okay, apparently people are complaining that I'm not... Look, it's April Fool's Day. It's the 206th episode. We have a new call-in number for the Risk On Business Conference, 1-844-4-RISK-ON, 1-844-4-RISK-ON. One guy bought 21 tickets yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, he's bringing 21 friends. I'm like, wow.
Do we know him?
I think I know one of the guys, but he's bringing 21 Bitcoiners. And boy, oh boy, I don't even think you know.
Nope, I don't.
I don't even think you know. Can you pause my mics for a second?
Oh,
or is
no.
that not possible?
Yes, sir.
Can you make sure? Is it cut? Tell me when it is.
It's off.
So wait till you find out who the closer is on Saturday night. That's really Bitcoin Crypto DeFi Day, Saturday the 14th. And you will be blown away at who the closing guy who's going to be there. The closer that's going to close out the conference after Charles Payne is big time. I mean, you're going to be like, wow, Todd. And by the way, very reasonable. It was very reasonable.
Really?
Deal. Yeah. Oh, my God. I'm so excited about this guy. Can I see that list again? Oh, you already gave it to me. I already know the list.
He probably knows Foss is coming. I'm sure he likes
Thomas
Foss.
Lee, Bradley, Lee Steinberg, Charles Payne, Chris Woo Woo, Greg Foss, love that guy, Greg Reed, Condor Daly, Aaron Schock, and many more being announced soon. You know, Jason's going to be there. Why isn't Jason's name on there? Go to riskonevents.com, check it out. Hey, can we roll do we have a clip? Let's roll a clip. We got one. Let's go. Let's roll the clip.
Nice. Scare.
If you have a business that's doing $1 million, $500,000, and you want to grow to 15, 20 million, these things are going to be available to you. We are launching a platform, the Risk On Business Platform.
This will make somebody's life about 1,000 times better.
You got a business and you want to expand your business, whether you're in the restaurant business, you're in technology, you manufacture something, whatever your business is, if you want to scale it, you want to be here. This is going to be a conference where you can learn something, meet people, and network. Limited slots are available. Head over to riskonevents.com. best
No,
news ever.
seriously, I feel
that's
good.
the best news ever.
When I was driving in, I felt. Are we back on?
yeah.
So I was driving in today, and I got some good news. And so yeah,
Well, the good news is you're healthy because you couldn't
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
for a few days. That's good.
I just lost my voice. It
Are we,
was
now baseball's on again now or what?
spring train. Yeah, it's about to kick up.
When's opening day?
Let's look. April 7th. I gotta look. I've been so busy. We should have had a risk-on comp, a little side venue where I could teach people how to handicap baseball.
All I can tell you is that last year you crushed it, and by the
Yeah.
way, that's officially a year later here.
Yep.
So are we going to do this again? No. Here's what I want to do. I'll get out some cash.
It's tough.
I'll get out some cash, and then we'll put the bankroll up from the beginning. What do you think? Like day one, not like last
It's
year.
full time though.
Oh,
To do
come
it.
on.
All right, we'll try.
Come on, dude. Everyone liked it last year. Gabe was making money at it.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was great. This guy's saying, "Oh, that is that my brother? It is." He says it's April 7th. My brother's watching the show.
Risk on sports
Wow.
return. I don't know about that, Devon Wright, but
Risk on Sports didn't. It was like we couldn't. I don't. Jason and
Just
I
don't have
we're
time.
just trying to figure out our way around
God.
here. You know, trying to figure our way around.
yeah, I mean, if we can do it, we'll do
Oh,
it.
is the podcast live with Charlie Lee? Hey, did we drop it last night? Hey guys, if you know Litecoin, you got to check out the podcast from last night. I did an interview with Charlie Lee, and he's the founder of Litecoin and runs the Litecoin Foundation. Look, do we have a clip on him? Can we roll it? Let's roll it. What you did in 2011, can that be done today? Like, could I say, you know, I've got a better way of doing this, and I want to start a coin? Can you do that nowadays, or is that ship sailed?
You can still do it. There are definitely a lot of coins still launching, but it's just harder to succeed. These days, coins, you just need a huge team behind it. You need a huge development team. Like some of these coins in the top 20 have like hundreds of developers. So for a new coin to come out to succeed, it's actually quite hard because you're trying to kind of gain market share. You're also trying to capture eyeballs, right? You want people to invest in your coin, to support it. And there's only a limited number of people in this space that can support a limited number of coins. So to launch a new coin and succeed is quite hard these days.
I want to go to the market update real quick.
Yeah.
And it's important to me that when we go to the market update, I give you some full disclosure here, and that is, Jason and I run a fund called Alt Alpha. There's a team approach there, and we run Digital Power Lending, which is a division of Alt Alliance, which is wholly owned by BitNile Holdings. So BitNile Holdings owns Alt Alliance, and Alt Alliance owns completely DPL. We manage the money. Well, not manage the money because we're not money managers, but we run the money. We make the decisions there. Jason helps me, and we bought a position today. And this is not. I like to tell people when we're back in the market. Jason and I have been back in the market a little bit. We're dipping our toe in, Jason.
Yeah.
We have the Mullen position, which we've talked about.
Yep.
And we always tell people we're not recommending Mullen. We like the cars. We made an investment. It was a private company, which was not available to the public. So it's got to be important. We were in it as a private company. So the way our thing is structured is a lot different than the public just buying and selling the stock. So
Yeah.
be careful there. We're not making a recommendation to buy or sell that. Anyways, let me get to the point here, and that is, Jason and I bought some KWEB today, KWEB, and there's talk that the Chinese government's going to allow the auditors to communicate with U.S. auditors, the PCOB. That's good news. These stocks have been crushed, if you know KWEB. We're not suggesting you buy KWEB, KWEB, but this is really just informational only. Consult your financial professional. But we got long some KWEB, and I bought back some BCTX. That was a position we had that we had a 13D on. We bought some at 5, but they continue to do well, and I like the way the chart's set up, so I bought some BCTX back. We own some KWEB, and not really much else, Jason.
No, not
I mean,
much
we still
going
own
on.
Alzamend, of course, because we're big shareholders there. We're in a quiet period on Nile, so we can't buy any Nile, unfortunately. We're in a massive quiet period there. Hey, my Aunt Sandy, you know, when I was, check this out, dude. When I moved from Ohio to California, I'll never forget, my Aunt Sandy sent me a little, I was like 4 years old. She sent me like a Mickey Mouse.
Right.
Like what had suspenders on. Because I was moving to California,
Right.
like kind of by Anaheim, where there'd be like the wonderful, all the Disney stuff,
all of
right? It's the very first thing I ever remember about my Aunt Sandy. So she's watching today, and so hello
Oh,
to my Aunt
cool.
Sandy.
That's awesome.
She looks just like my mom, by the way. Or does my mom look like her? I think my mom's older than her. I think Sandy's younger. But Jason, let's cover the market real quick.
Yeah, I want to cover the market. Then I want to get into one particular stock that did very well today. So the Dow Jones actually Friday finished up 139, 34,818. The Nasdaq was in the green, also up 41, 14,261. S&P finished plus 15. So good day for the markets. 45.45 is the S&P. Bitcoin's been a little bit of volatility lately.
Speaking of Bitcoin, Jason,
Yeah.
I'm going to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Okay, so listen to me. I know there's always operational struggles.
Yeah.
But this morning we reported your delivery of what you now is almost approaching 5,000 miners.
We're getting there.
47 something, right?
Yep.
I don't know if. Listen, I've said it to you publicly a couple times. And I know we argue a little bit about operational issues, but the reality is you're giving birth to a digital gold mine.
Yeah.
And I know you're passionate about it and you want it to happen, but it's actually happening now. And I can track the Bitcoin hitting our account.
Yep.
And I know people are texting me about Nile being down.
Well, yeah, the news.
I know it's really hard for people to believe this. But Jason and I made a decision to not really pay attention to the price because the amount of Bitcoin we're going to be mining and are mining now.
Yeah.
This is something that I want to do. If Crypto Joe was here, he would say, Todd wanted to do this in 12, 13, 14. We did it in 17, kind of messed that up a little bit. You know, we've made some mistakes. There's no question when you get into Bitcoin, if you don't know what you're doing, you can make mistakes. And I'm not saying we didn't know what we were doing, but there's things you don't anticipate power-wise.
Yeah, I mean, so 4,752.
Right. You could see it was a Bitcoin a day, basically, that run rate, right? And now we're at a bigger run rate now.
Yeah, so we're at like 20. If we were to execute our plan of 20,600,
Right.
we're currently about 23% of the way there.
Yeah.
So there's a big.
So today was a big milestone for me, and I got to be honest with you. I am so excited. And what's even more incredible is I'm being interviewed by Bitcoin Magazine.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. I didn't even know
the real
that.
deal, baby. We are becoming a North American, U.S.-based, in Michigan miner, and it doesn't matter to me. All you texting me about Nile, I don't care. I told you I had a 10-year plan. I told you when I did it, when I took control in 2016, 17, 18, what we're doing here. And I want to say publicly, I'm super pleased with what you're
That's
doing.
great. We're going good, man. We're going.
And I'm pleased with,
We're doing
with
well.
what Darren's doing with
Yep.
Jay and Marty and the group back in Michigan and all the people,
Yeah.
Brian, Sabu. Crypto Joe, who stuck with me.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
dude.
man,
This
that
guy
guy's
has
been
been
through the-
abused.
Yeah. Yep.
I might abuse him a little bit more.
Dude.
Oh, you never know.
Joe does a lot of
Anyways,
stuff.
we could just do a whole show. So starting next week on Tuesday, Jason and I and Crypto Joe are going to be hosting Bitcoin Weekly. It's going to be Tuesday during the daytime. We're going to try to figure out the time. We haven't announced the timing. And I reserve the right to move it to Thursday. Christy has got to get herself comfortable with what day we're doing Bitcoin Weekly. But it's all going to be about Bitcoin. We're going to have Bitcoin guests. Just like
Yep.
we had a real estate guest the other day, we're going to have people about Bitcoin. I'm Bitcoin addicted now. I wanted to do this so long. I realize people want to pound me about the stock price. But I'm just a believer in what we're doing from the business side. The stock will take care of itself eventually.
It will.
I'm very pumped with.
I mean,
and by the way, I'm not recommending you buy Nile. In fact, you shouldn't. Stay away from it. That way, you don't have to text me later. Just relax. I don't care. I care that you learn about what we do at Risk On. We take risk, and we took a huge risk buying 20,600 miners. We spent a ton of money, and the stock got hit. And so far, the stock hasn't performed well relative to that. But I'm super stoked that we're building a Bitcoin, a digital mine of popping out those Bitcoin.
I'm
dude.
glad you brought that up because now that particular stock I wanted to talk about, it's a good segue. So today, Nick, if you don't mind, so here's why Bitcoin and Ethereum related stock, Greenidge. You remember Greenidge?
Oh, yeah, they were with me.
They were on stage
They
with
were
you.
with me in Dubai.
Yes.
They bought the XPs like we did.
Yes.
They were right next to me, and he was actually not very nice to me.
I heard that. So
Yeah.
why is it skyrocketing today, you might ask?
I don't know.
Had a big run today.
Jason, why is it skyrocketing
Well, let's
today?
look at the chart first. It was up 34% today. It's a pretty low float, if I recall, about 11 or 12 million in the float. Anyway,
Really?
yeah,
the whole company?
yeah,
Wow.
and it's by the way, It's $468 million market cap. It looks like 20 million shares traded today. And so I want to get to the article. They released information, data on their Bitcoin mining operation for Q4. And it appears that the company produced 609 Bitcoins in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
So that's a pretty strong number.
That's a big number.
So they had a really, really good fourth quarter.
Wow.
They're generating, it looks like they had revenue increase 33 million. That's up 676% year over year. I'm not recommending GREE, but I'm just bringing it to people's attention that it's really easy to compare different Bitcoin mining operations against one another just to see the differences. So
Yeah.
Greenwich has got it going on right now.
Greenwich has got it going on.
Yep.
But that's the one that company that Elizabeth Warren wrote that letter to.
It was SPRT, right?
No, I
the
thought it was
SPAC?
Greenwich. No, it was Greenwich. I thought they were like in New York. They were like a miner in New York.
Yeah,
right?
they are. Guys, help
Yeah.
me out. Was this?
It was Greenwich for
yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Well, I think we should be reporting Nile's 10K, their fourth quarter results. I believe it's April 15th after the close.
Yep.
But I'll let you know. Do not take that as gospel till I know for sure.
Anyway, they're doing about 6.75 Bitcoin a day.
Oh, really?
You heard that right. 6.75. Okay?
Brad, I want to send you a video, and I'm going to send it to you right now. It's only 1 minute long, but it's really one of my favorite videos. And should I just send it to your email, Brett? I have that. I'm hoping that this works because it is a awfully big email. Let's hope that they let me send it to you.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Michael Javelin. Yep, they merged with the support.com, SPRT. I remember that one. That was some crazy volatility. Remember that? Todd, you don't remember the SPRT.com?
Oh, yeah.
Michael Javelin.
Yeah, that's right. Oh,
Yeah, that's it, Michael.
No, I think we traded it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think we traded it. No way they're banning me, laugh out loud.
Oh, no, Julie asked if I was on Twitter. I'm like, no, they canned me a long time ago.
They banned you?
Yeah, a long time ago.
You know, ever since I got verified on Twitter, people that are other verified can communicate with me directly. Did you know that?
Oh, that's nice.
So there's a feature where, like, if someone else is verified and you're verified, you get access directly to DM them.
Oh, okay.
So I DM'd a couple famous people, and they DM'd me back.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Like, I told Christy, I said, hey, you know, Kate Beckinsale's, like, she's verified. Just kidding. No one thought that was funny.
Unstoppable!
Wow. Yeah. This person said the key stat is out there. The threshold exists that miners are oversaturated. There's only like 2 million Bitcoin left. Something.
Butt corns.
Butt corns. The problem with that thesis is 2 million Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to do the math on that? What's 2 million Bitcoin?
That's a lot of.
Come on, guys.
At 50,000.
No, and it's not
a lot of
oversaturated,
Bitcoin.
not even close. And your thesis has to be that Bitcoin doesn't increase in value. If you listen, that's not my thesis, but if you listen to Thomas Lee, who, by the way, will be at the Risk On Event conference, Thomas Lee. If you listen to Thomas Lee, go to riskonevents.com. He'll tell you he thinks it's going to go to 200,000 by December. Now, I'm not endorsing that idea, but it would be logical that Bitcoin's going to go higher, right?
It's 100 billion there's 100 billion in Bitcoin right now at 50,000 left to be mined. So that's
Right.
at 50,000. So if a lot of people's thesis is it goes higher, much higher.
But if one could mine 2% of the world's Bitcoin,
Yeah.
what would that be? 2%.
Well, if you were to get 20 exahash, okay, we're going to get it. Well, if we
If you
execute
could.
the plan,
Right.
we'll be at like 2.24 exahash.
Right.
But if you're at the global hash rate of 200 exahash and you have 10% of that, that's 20 exahash.
Right.
So
that's a big number, though.
Yeah, that's a big number.
Yeah.
Well, we could technically have 1% of the global exahash.
Max K, good question. We have not developed a final plan as to what we're going to do with the Bitcoin. We have talked about in the past, because we're a licensed lender, we talked about potentially doing structured finance using Bitcoin. We've talked about insurance-backed products with Bitcoin. We've talked about all kinds of other scenarios with Bitcoin. One could, if they wanted to, sell Bitcoin and buy stock.
Right.
We have a buyback plan in place that obviously we're in a quiet period on, which we can't say much about. But there's these issues around. Nothing can. I'm not able to express how I've had conversations with really smart people in the field and kind of understand why it's important we have it now. I really do think this is the most disruptive financial instrument
by
of
far.
our time.
By far.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like it is Web 3.0.
Yep.
And it's a digital way of monetizing the web. Legally, you cannot say anything about the $200 million ATM because you don't want to. No, I can't say anything about why would I need to say anything? People know we filed an ATM a while ago. I don't know what that means. By the way, do you have any other companies that are just like updating you in the middle of their quarters and stuff? I mean, it's you guys stop being unrealistic with me and holding me to some standard that's insanity.
Yeah.
Some companies like Big Laurie Holdings, they only update you once a quarter, and the CEO only talks to the shareholders once a year. I'm here every day. So whatever standard you're setting, I'm already exceeding the standard. And I get shit from regulators all the time. I get shit all the time from brokerage accounts saying, you mentioned this stock on the air, and I have to say all these things like, get your own financial advisor. You guys, you're being ridiculous. I cannot legally update you in the middle of a quarter as to what we're doing. I don't know why. Do other companies do that in the middle of the quarter? And oh, by the way,
yes.
Thank you for GameStop because that stock went down today. Did you see that?
Yeah.
There was a reversal after they announced they're going to try to do a split.
I know.
And by the way, it was like $25 higher. And if I said, by the way, I was not short GameStop, folks.
Oh my God.
I was not short the common stock of GameStop.
Right.
I want to be clear. I was not short the common stock of GameStop.
It's funny.
No, like the standards are like I want to be transparent. I can't win either way. I want to be transparent and be out there for my shareholders because we're on a 10-year journey together. But you have no idea the shit I get regulatory wise. I mean, oh my God, this show. My lawyers would give anything for me just to turn the damn thing off.
Yeah.
They'd rather me update every quarter, but I want to talk to people. And I do everything I can to be as legally compliant as I can. And trust me, man, we've got so many lawyers looking over everything. Christy, what's up? You want me to stop talking?
What are we missing?
What's she saying?
Kelly M. House, Canon, C-A-N. I can't recommend the stock, but you have a good point there.
And by the way, I'm not recommending now. It's not for the faint of heart. It's a very volatile stock. And I tell people, when you're trying to build a global holding company, we're in 3 different countries. We own a lot of different businesses. And some of them we're going to spin out like Turn on Green when we get legal approval. And we're working on Gresham. It's going public with Giga. But people don't even pay attention to what we really own. I saw last night the King put that out on Twitter.
I saw that.
Yeah, look at all the stuff we own. Listen, I want you to learn here. If I had my way, I just feel so compelled to answer questions. We would never talk about Nile. We just talk about Bitcoin and risk and how we got here. And that's why you got to go to the Risk On conference. You got to meet me. I want you to know who I am. And by the way, I priced the deal with you get 3 nights of hotels included in the price. And by the way, look at the price. And you get $100 worth of Bitcoin if you open an earning account. I'm doing everything I can to connect with my audience and the people. And by the way, you haters, you're welcome too. Now, you're going to have to go through a metal detector, and you're going to have to make sure you don't have any knives, and you make sure you're not there to knife me. But you are invited. All my haters can come too. You can all come.
But you still have to buy a ticket.
Got to buy a ticket.
Unless you're...
By the way, the ticket's $100 less because you get Bitcoin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right? Right.
What TB12? Dude, I don't get it. All these companies have shelves in place.
What, shelves?
Yeah, ATM, shelves.
So, guys, a shelf is
Riot
something...
filed for $500 million today.
Oh, yeah, $500 million
$500 million.
Yeah, look, that's a percentage of their market cap.
Remember when
right?
Riot was 70 cents or $1?
Yeah, don't compare us to Riot.
I'm not.
Guys, we're not going up like Riot
It's
did.
crazy.
Get you out of your head. We're diversified.
Yeah.
We're so if and I will cover this for everyone who's new here. Inside BitNile Holdings. So just imagine BitNile Holdings is here. There are 2 companies below it. There's BitNile Inc., which operates the ACS data center and our mining operations and owns 19.9% of Earnity. On the other side is Alt Alliance, where everything else is, and that's where we operate digital power lending. We own the GRE, the hotels and mass. And by the way,
What?
what
happened?
The hotels. I'm so excited. I forgot to tell you guys. And the hotel in Tribeca is opening in August. It's official. Now, it's not open to the public on August, but on August 11th, I'm supposed to be there for a private party, an opening party, and then in September, boom, and it's expected to be the top hotel in New York. Now, that's a forward-looking statement. I said expected to be. This is a premier hotel, and I want to be clear to you that I am going to invite people from this audience to come to a party.
Wow.
If you're in New York, when I can set it up sometime after September, I'm going to host a party for the Risk On people. I'm going to host a party at the new Tribeca Hotel that we invested in years ago that's partially owned by BitNile through a subsidiary.
Yep.
I'm excited. Jason,
That's big.
The only thing, do you ever get melancholy?
Yeah.
The only thing that got me depressed was after we paid off that $66 million.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, what's next? Mm-hmm. Because nobody gives us credit for paying Bitmain $100 million. I mean, $120 million.
Don't even talk about that.
Gazillion dollars to these guys.
Well,
I'm bummed because do you know what's next? So I
Yeah.
really want to say to you, I'm going to go to the Scorpions concert tonight.
Okay.
Then I'm going to the Long Beach Grand Prix next week to represent for Alzheimer's patients.
Right.
And then I have that meeting for the insurance thing. But you and I have been you and I and the whole team, and I want to acknowledge everybody, like Will, David, everybody on the staff, all the employees. We have struggled to get this done.
Big.
It's like giving birth, right?
Yeah.
And when we paid that off, we used full martingale, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It happened, right?
Yeah.
But so I'm a little bummed. What's next?
well,
Now, you would argue, one could say, well, the price of the stock could be next. But
Okay.
I don't know what to do about that.
well, it's 2,300 miners a
but
month.
let's put that. It's 2,300 miners a month, and someone said to me, by the way, don't buy it now. I'm not recommending it. Consult your financial advisor. I got to keep saying that because people think I'm telling. No, don't buy it.
Wait, King's here too. Hey,
Oh,
King.
is King on? Let's bring him on.
Hey, so
Hey,
what's
let's loop
loop
King
him in? But while
Let's loop
we're doing that,
King, come on, let's go. Get on.
what could be next? This is very could be.
Uh-oh.
It's just to keep executing our plan.
Wait, do you know how many? I told this before. Phil Mansour told me, the guy who runs the MTIX Limited, MTX International,
Yeah.
a large investment in Niles. By the way, we still have the pasta makers out there. Everyone who makes fun of the pasta makers,
makers.
the textile machines. More on that later.
Yeah.
Oh,
Turn on green, by the way.
Turn
That
on
was
green?
that was some value that if that happens.
No, that's going to happen. The 140 million shares.
Yeah.
I believe that's going to happen.
With the
We're at
warrants.
140 million shares and 140 million warrants.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the first time owners of Nile will say, "Okay, we got a return of something."
Right.
I think that will help them. Okay, I understand Todd's plan. I mean, that'll be a little bit easier to understand. Right?
Yeah.
But what I was trying to say was, I don't know what's next for us because what Phil said to me is, imagine 2,300, 1,000 gumballs.
Oh my gosh, you've said this so many times.
I know,
on
but
the
I can't
show.
get over it. I can't get
It
over
is
1,000
crazy.
gumballs.
Well,
No,
these are
it
40-pound
you have
gumballs.
2,300
I know.
gumballs.
They're
that
40
weigh
pounds
40
each.
pounds.
Yeah.
And someone texted me and said, Todd, how many people do you have there to install these machines? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you guys installed 297 in one day.
Yeah, they're doing great.
So will it take 10 days to put all those machines in, 20 days?
I'm not sure. We'll have to talk to Darren about that.
Yeah, that's a lot. But you got another 2,300 coming in April now.
Yeah, they're knocking
That's
on the door.
crazy.
You know, you should see, you see it. You see all the air bills and all
I
the
know.
logistics.
Dude, 11 different
my God.
aircraft to live those.
You're lucky I worked at UPS for a while. Let me just say that.
You run the tightest ship in the shipping
Jesus,
business.
man. It's a job in itself. But
It is.
Whatever.
Hey, man, there's a lot of exciting things out there. Today, we were back on the investment track, and DPL bought an IPO,
I heard.
XPON.
Yep.
And that thing ripped, by the way, from $7 to $11. They make lithium batteries
I
for
saw
EV,
that.
for recreational vehicles.
Yep.
That was fun. That was it was a nice profit for the company. We supported Alexander, their good banking team, and they brought the company. I kind of thought it was going to be expensive, but they didn't think it, and the thing rocketed 40%. Did you guys? Anybody out there in the chat know this XPTO?
No,
Todd, you're supposed to come back today with the price. Yeah, I think it's $1, my friend.
yeah.
I think it's $1. But Marcus, let me confirm that. I think it's $1.
I think it's $1.
You go to church? He's asking me. Do I go to church? No. No, I don't go to church.
Yeah, 120
Michael
pallets of
Jones,
miners.
Jason, amazing job. Yeah, Jason is doing a great job. Todd, you need to buy a 7 million more of Nile on Monday.
Set.
I'm in a quiet period till after the 15th. See, what happens in the first half of the year, which is weird, is you got a 10K due on 15th.
Right.
And then within our quarter just ended yesterday.
Yep.
So we have to report the first quarter. So there's this period of time where there's this weird blackout where it overlaps and you're not allowed to do anything. And trust me, the regulators follow me from behind, like a guy who's driving down the road. Like if I'm driving 500 miles, if I make a illegal left-hand turn or right-hand turn, they're going to give me a ticket.
Read what Ryan said there.
What did Ryan say?
Not too familiar with the intricacies of miners, will there be a time where your Bitcoin holdings are subject to a third-party audit?
Oh, our Bitcoin holdings are subject to a third-party audit now. We actually use a firm. It's called SOC compliant. Good question. And which we're required to by audit rules, by GAAP. So believe it or not, we get an auditor report every day of the Bitcoin received, and then our auditors go through it. The third-party Markham goes through it. So you're going to have a hard time poking a hole in anything I do. I've been doing this for 33 years. I was involved in Jack in the Box at one time, Taco Cabana, which sold to private equity. I founded Patient Safety Technologies, which sold to Stryker. I was involved in tons of activist deals.
You just brought a SPAC public.
I just brought a
Alzheimer
SPAC
public.
$115 million SPAC in December. Alt Disruptive Technologies, ADRT, and of course, Alzheimer Neuro, company I founded, went public. And the very first day, it traded for like almost a $3 billion market cap.
Insane.
So those of you who think I'm your bitch, I'm not.
Whoa.
I'm not your bitch. You can say whatever you want, but I'm not your bitch.
Whoa.
All right. So you can keep saying that I don't know what I'm doing. I've been doing this a long time. And if you don't want to be here, you don't need to be. But if you want to be here, I want you to come to the Tribeca thing. I'm definitely going to invite everyone there that can come. I know in New York, not everyone wants to go to New York. But you can come to the Risk On event. I'm excited about that. Skyla.
Todd,
You got anything funny?
I do. It's kind of long, so bear with me. But
Okay,
I
we'll
thought
wait.
It was
We'll
cute.
wait.
Take
oh,
your
you'll
time.
wait?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's a little long. Okay, so an elderly man calls, who lives in Florida, calls his son who lives in New York, and he says, "I have some terrible news. I don't want to alarm you, but your mother and I are getting a divorce. I can't stand her. I hate her. I can't even, we can't even be in the same room. I can't speak to her. So I didn't want you and your sister to be alarmed when I'm moving out." And so the son's like, "Oh, that's terrible. Let me call my sister." And so he calls his sister, tells her what happened, and immediately the sister calls the dad back and says, "Before you say anything, we'll be there on Wednesday. Don't do anything. Don't move out. This is super bad. We'll be there on Wednesday." And hangs up the phone. And the husband or the dad, whatever, hollers over to the wife and says, "Honey, the kids will be here for Thanksgiving. What are we going to tell them for Christmas?"
Oh, that's terrible.
I know, he faked out the children because they lived in a different state and they weren't going to come.
Hey, King. Hey, King. How you doing, buddy?
Sorry, I was napping. I was up all night waiting for Niall to mow ass.
Oh, wow.
Mother of all short squeezes. Moas.
Yeah, you know what's funny is, King, I thought you thought this was going to be like a crazy day today.
Oh, I
Todd,
thought
did
today
you ever
was
wear
gonna be
FUBU
Armageddon.
clothing? I think you were a FUBU guy. Boats is asking you.
FUBU.
You guys know that?
I don't know that I was
think
a
I've ever
FUBU
heard
guy.
of FUBU.
That's a Damon John's clothing line.
What about Z Cavarici?
No, he was the Lululemon model of the month at one point, but they cut that size from the price charts.
I thought Chase was the Lululemon model of the month.
By the way, my son, have you ever seen him model? Dude, that guy is so handsome.
And he
Wow.
always wears Lululemon.
Your son wakes
Always.
up to 45 Tinder matches. I mean, it's ridiculous.
He does. He does. He's a good-looking kid. King, I just want to check in with you before we call it a day. What's up with you?
Nothing. I mean, I finally slept. I truly thought Niall was going to have a mini squeeze today. Obviously, you cannot comment.
Did Niall have
But-
news today? I don't even know. Did Niall?
Now I had news nobody cared.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God, just give us an ex-dividend date and this thing rockets.
Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm working on that. Hey, Skylar, can you bring in Randy for me,
Yeah,
please?
I was actually
But while
just about
we're
to say
talking
something.
about bringing in Randy, King, are you going to be coming to the Long Beach Grand Prix April 10th?
Sure.
I know
Sure.
that was you're invited, but does that mean you want to go?
What?
Happy to be there.
Well, that was weird. It's like a
No,
non-committal.
it's a very
committal.
Hollywood answer.
What the hell? Are
Happy to
you a
be there.
politician now?
Oh boy, King. Speaking of
Nancy
the
and I are-
speaking of the Long Beach Grand Prix, which is coming up with Connor Daly and our man Arenas VK, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Randy.
No, I'd love to go. I've never been. Never
Okay,
been
it's
to one
really
before.
fun, and we're giving away Alzheimer's tickets for people who are caregivers. We're giving away.
Is that a tick? Does that mean I get a line?
I'll take care of you.
Signed Alzheimer's?
I'll take
Or
care
what?
of you. Yeah.
What do you mean Alzheimer's tickets?
I mean tickets to people who take care of Alzheimer's patients.
Oh,
Okay,
gotcha.
smarty pants. Let's go to Randy right now.
Go, Randy, go.
Hey guys, I just want to say thanks. First of all, there was a few guys at Boilermaker and Jake. They thanked me for the jerseys. I don't think they've got them yet, but they're shipping straight from Indianapolis. All the people that got in your little 10-minute window, Todd, that emailed me, I sent them all the link, and so that was nice of them to say thanks. Only a few of them, but
Oh, a couple of people made it in the 10-minute window?
yeah.
Okay, it is 1:58. You have 15 minutes to 2:15. If you want a jersey for Connor Daly, you have till 2:15. Email
No.
Randy at
No more.
ultralliance.com.
No more.
Oh, no, you don't make that decision. I'm the boss.
No more.
Randy at ultralliance.com. It's not
No.
your choice.
Got him.
We're doing it.
You keep doing
Oh,
this to
Randy,
him on
are you
Fridays.
resigning? Are you actually resigning? That's what I thought.
Let me
okay,
think about it,
Randy at ultralliance.com, 2:15 Pacific time. You're cut off. If you want a Connor Daly jersey, email Randy at Alliance, and we're going to send you a Connor Daly jersey because this show gives out things we like. Roll the clip on Connor Daly. One moment.
Connor Daly for the race lead.
Connor Daly continues to put on a pretty good show of pace.
When you became available, all of a sudden. We've partnered and signed a 2-year deal with Ed Carpenter Racing and Connor Daly. I cannot stress to you how important this is an evolution for our company.
Connor Daly for the race lead.
I have a passion for this sport that has kept me in the game, and I don't want to stop.
I'm telling you that I believe Connor's going to win.
I mean, we didn't come here to lose.
Haha.
Randy, let's talk about Connor Daly, F1 Racing in Vegas. Connor Daly, king of crypto, by the way. Kingdom of Crypto on earnity.com. You can check it out. It's not a recommendation to buy crypto, but you go to earnity.com. Connor Daly has his own little, like his, what do you call it? He like picks a selection of crypto. It's got Crypto Kingdom at Connor Daly. You can go check it out on earnity.com. But Randy, what about Vegas? The course looks cool, and there's some long straightaways, dude. Long straightaways.
Yeah, the other day we were talking about it, and I told you nothing was been announced, but then they did have an announcement that night at the Cosmopolitan. The president of Formula One, Stefano Domenicali, had a press conference. I watched it. It was pretty cool. So it's unbelievable. I'm pinching myself. I can't even believe it, man. We moved here at the right time. Super Bowl's coming, Formula One. I mean, this is the entertainment capital here. I'm stoked, man. I can't even believe it. I don't think I'll sleep until that race happens. I mean, last night I was dreaming about it. I can't even believe it's happening.
We need a baseball team.
Yeah, baseball.
Oakland
I'm,
A's,
heard,
I'm
I'm
looking at-
hearing. I'm hearing.
Oakland
Looking
A's
at
might
the
be
Oakland
coming.
A's.
Oakland A's might be coming. They're building a brand new stadium. I don't know if you saw, right by Blue Diamond and the 215 and the 15. A whole entertainment complex, an amphitheater, a brand new arena.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, they're talking about, as we know, we're involved in some construction here. I talked to someone that's telling me they're considering tearing down the Tropicana.
I heard about
and
that.
building the A's stadium right there.
That'd be sick. The traffic would be a
Let's
mess.
go to my screen real quick. Let's play my screen real quick. This is important. This will be an important. Hold on. You'll never get this minute of your life back, but I'm going to play it when you're ready. Let's go. Are we ready? We're on my screen? Let's go. Let's play it loud and proud, okay? Loud and proud. Okay, here we go. Hit it. Let's go.
It's time for Formula One.
Here we go then, and what an amazing sight it was.
Listen to that roar!
This is such an amazing atmosphere.
Never want to miss it.
What a race we have in store for us.
What happens in Vegas only happens here. Hey, guys, what's exciting about this is I assure you we knew this was coming, and we will be announcing special venues for BitNile, BitMain possibly, and other things happening in Vegas on F1 weekend. Dude, if you watch this show, you're going to want to be there. I mean, over time, the number of people watching the show will grow, and the people here that are here early, like when I give out a code early, and I say, if you want to go to an F1 race with us,
Yeah.
you think that we're not? You think we're going away? Dude,
No.
we're going to be mining 100 million plus in Bitcoin.
I mean,
we're not going away.
No.
Hey, Jason, what are you doing in here anyways? Get those miners installed right now. Randy, let's talk about F1. Why are you so excited?
Because the racing's better now with the new rule changes and the cars. It's so much more exciting now. I mean, and now that they're coming here, I mean, I didn't watch for the last 8 years. I'd watch sparingly. I'd watch Spa and Belgium, some of the big tracks, Monza in Italy, Monaco, of course. Sometimes. I used to get up at 5 in the morning, watch all of them. I mean, when Jensen Button was driving still, but once after he won the championship, it kind of went downhill. Vettel won 4 in a row, then Hamilton won like 7 out of 8, and it was like, it was kind of boring. The racing's really good now this year, and what more spectacular setting than Las Vegas? I mean, I don't even know where to watch from. Where do you watch from? I mean, where are you going to go to watch the race from?
We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Where are we going to have a venue to view that?
Yeah. They
Where
got a
could
map,
that be?
Brett has a track map.
Let's
You
see
can
the
see
map.
where you
Let's
can
see
see where
that
the
map.
track goes.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I am fucking stoked.
Oh, my God.
Dude,
Yeah.
right, look at that straightaway, dude. I mean, this is going to be serious.
Yeah.
Right below by the fountain. Look at
Yeah.
that. Cosmo. Dude, this is sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
What is that? 1.8 miles?
No, dude, it's like 3.3 miles.
It's that big?
It's sick.
Oh my
it's
God.
long.
It's gonna. I think it might be one of the biggest tracks.
Oh, yeah, that is big.
Hey King, I appreciate you, man. I do, and I appreciate all the bashing you do on Twitter with me.
Bashing?
He doesn't
What
bash.
bashing?
I'm joking.
I was
I'm
spreading
joking.
company lines.
I'm
yesterday.
joking. I'm joking. King, I will definitely hook you up.
Looks good with horns.
I know. King, I'll definitely hook you up. We're Long Beach with tickets. By the way, anybody who wants to go to Long Beach Grand Prix, we will be offering tickets to people on this show. You got to email Randy at Ault Alliance. If you just want regular tickets, Randy at Ault Alliance, you have till 2:30 today. If you don't do it before 2:30 Pacific time, you didn't watch this show, you're not getting tickets. Randy's not making an exception for one single person. You got till 2:30. That email better say 2:30 or earlier for you to get your tickets for the Long Beach Grand Prix. If you're watching the show, you watch it later. By the way, there's 119 people live right now, so there's not going to be that many requests. Randy will be okay.
yeah, probably won't be.
Yeah.
Randy will be okay.
Oh, Randy's GoFundMe hit $1,000.
Did it?
Randy has a
Oh,
GoFundMe?
no way.
What?
Oh, the GoFundMe for Randy to get new socks. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for being here.
Dude,
It's
listen,
Friday.
at least I don't have a Mary Poppins poster in my room.
Hey,
Come on.
be nice.
Whoa, Mary Poppins. Shots fired.
Shots fired. King, you're not going to put up with that, are you? I think
He can see
frozen.
he can see my White Sox live next
No,
week.
I lost audio. I lost audio.
1-844-RISK-ON, 1-844-4-RISK-ON, 1-844-4-RISK-ON. Check out the conference, Bradley, Lee Seinberg, Charles Payne, everybody. It's going to get big. Greg Foss. Jason Bartholomew will be there. Everybody, this is April Fool's Day.
Yep.
But we are no fool. We're installing miners.
We are.
Special thanks to Jason, the King, for being here. Randy, as always, one of my favorite people in the whole world when he wants to not give me a hard time. Come on, Randy, smile.
Hey, I got one more thing for you before we go.
Okay.
What I wanted to get to was Chevy and Honda were testing the new IndyCar engine for 2024. It's a 2.4-liter twin-turbo V6 hybrid engine. They don't have the hybrid components installed yet because of the supply chain issues, but they are testing the main engine that Chevy and Honda had put together. So when the supply chain issues get resolved, they'll install the hybrid components, and it's like kind of got battery charging, kind of like Formula One. You know how they recharge the batteries after going around each lap. It's going to be like that. So
yeah, I got to tell you, I've looked at some of what they're doing with the engines. It's going to be like 200 more horsepower, and they're going to be running kind of hybrid EV, which is cool.
Yeah.
You wonder why Turn On Green's involved? Because we like Indy cars.
Right.
Yeah.
We will see you. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Is today? Oh, yeah. So next week, and not this week, and next week, we'll be in Long Beach for the Long Beach Grand Prix. Do we have any? Can we roll anything on that? I don't think so. We're going to call it a day. It's 2:06. You got a few more minutes till 2:15 to get those jerseys, and you got till 2:30 to get those tickets. Everybody, thank you for being here. I will see you on Monday. Risk on, everybody. It's April Fool's Day. Take care of your family, friends. Jason, Nick, Brett, Christy, Randy, Skyla, the whole team, Darren and the team back at ACS installing all those miners. Good luck.
Crypto Joe doing work from
Crypto Joe, my man.
Yeah.
You got 2,300 40-pound gumballs. Now get those installed.
Shout out to Jay Looney too.
Jay Looney for sure. Yeah,
right.
Jay's the man.
Yeah.
Anyways, take care, Ben. I'll see you. Whatever your business is, if you want to scale it, you want to be here, we're going to have lots of other people there that have actually built businesses.
This will make somebody's life about 1,000 times better.
You got a business and you want to expand your business, whether you're in the restaurant business, you're in technology, whatever your business is, if you want to scale it, you want to be here. This is going to be a conference where you can learn something, meet people, and network. Limited slots are available. Head over to ToddAult.com and register today.